come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Hello and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson. I hope you're having a great day today. Again, David is off the rest of the week, so I'm glad that you're keeping me company. We actually have a studio full of people too, which I absolutely love. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Who's ready to jam out? I know I am. We're going to be joined by artist Catherine Kincaid, who's going to be rocking the First Coast Living stage. And by the way, her voice is absolutely beautiful. Plus, it's lights, camera, action. Comedian Leroy Aaron is bringing all the blockbuster hits to you and Watch Party Wednesday. And who is looking for their new best friend or family member? The Jacksonville Humane Society is here with Veda. Cannot wait to meet her, so stay tuned for that. But first, it's time for Say What? That's right, and check this out. It's a video of a New Jersey state trooper rescuing a bear cub. Troopers from Troop B, Perryville Station, responded to a call about a bear cub in a roadside ditch. And it was in Union Township, and the troopers found the cub along needing help getting out of the woods, basically. And after a brief chase, the trooper picked up the little cub, rescuing. It was just such a sweet moment there. The troopers snapped a photo and transported the bear back to their barracks, where they were met with fish and wildlife officials. So when you think about the bear cub, right, what do you think about next? Mama bear, right? Oh man, I'd be so nervous, but I guess everything was fine and they're gonna get the bear where they needed to go. So glad that everyone was okay, the trooper as well as the bear. All right, well, let's switch things up a bit, shall we? Right now, there are 12 new affordable homes at Riverbank Estates, and you can help or seek help from First Coast Habitat for Humanity. And I'm joined by the CEO, Chris Folds, and First Coast Habitat homeowner, Shirley Turner. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And great work for what y'all do, by the way. You guys do such amazing things.
Thank you
So
so
first of all, what is Riverbank Estates, and why is that important to Jacksonville right now?
Yeah, so Riverbank Estates is a big project for us. It's the first subdivision of this size that we've done in about 16 years. So there's a really urgent need for affordable housing in our region.
Right.
And so we felt we need to step up our game and answer that need resoundingly. And then this is the project that we're doing. So a dozen houses, all affordable for Jacksonville and Northeast Florida families.
Amazing. And so what makes this project possible?
So we have some amazing partners. So Everbank, who's been a very long-running partner of ours, stepped up to help us do all the horizontal infrastructure, which is a really expensive part of doing a development like this. And then the Community Foundation has supported the project as well, the vertical construction, as well as the City of Jacksonville. They're supporting the vertical construction and providing some down payment assistance for a few of the families that'll be there. So
wow, that's really nice.
Yes, it's a very exciting, puzzle we've put together of remarkable supporters to help us do this.
And what does this mean for families who will live there?
They're going to have the catalytic experience of affordable homeownership. So their payments for the houses will be below 30% of their monthly income, so they'll be able to spend on the child care they want. If something hurts, they won't have to skip going to the doctor, they'll be able to go. There's a lot of different, they'll be able to save, not ring up credit card debt, so they'll be able to make great financial decisions and have a very bright future and self-reliant future.
It's a huge deal. This is a big deal, and Shirley, you know that firsthand. So you've been in your Habitat home for a couple years now, but even before that, helping to build it, that is so cool. So what has that been like to become a homeowner?
Freedom, again, it's like the responsibility of becoming a homeowner, something that I never thought was possible.
Really?
But having the community around me and friends and family that will back me up. I wanted to give up a couple times because I thought it was going to be too hard, but I found out that with encouraging people around me that anything is possible, and just showing up and doing what I thought was impossible makes it possible.
Right, that's amazing. Well, congratulations. And how cool too that you were able to get your hands on it too, to kind of empower yourself in a way too. Like, I did this.
Absolutely.
That's
I
amazing.
think about it all the time. I'll tell everybody that walking down my hallway, I still have to pinch myself because I know what the scriptures are written and words of encouragement that we got to write on the wood part of it. So it's like, I know what's behind there. And having a responsibility to take care of it, but also help building it.
Yeah, be proud.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So why is affordable housing then, why is that so important on the First Coast? What would you say?
I think we all have the opportunity to do that because, again, being a homeowner is, I know I never have to move again. That's what, I don't have to worry about the rent coming due or all the things that go into renting a house or an apartment or any of that. And I know this house will be something that I can leave for my children.
That's amazing. Who qualifies for this program?
So if families has the ability to pay, so they have a job,
Okay.
they usually between 50 to 120% of area median income. Willing to partner with us, do the things that Shirley did, come out, volunteer, go through the financial literacy training, what have you. So they can go to our website and apply for the program, and we are very eager to bring what we do to families that need us.
That's wonderful. And then how can the community support First Coast Habitat?
They can go to the website, read about volunteering, donating, but one of the biggest things is if you know somebody who's struggling paying rent that's really, really challenging, tell them to look at the program. We have a product and build a home that is very, very attainable for a lot of people. So we would really, if you know somebody who's struggling with housing costs, please give us a call.
Wonderful. I just think that, like I said at the beginning, what you guys do is so amazing. And again, firsthand, you've been able to realize that and be a part of it. And so congratulations to you both, I guess I should say. And just, again, thank you for the great work you do in our community.
Oh, thank you very, very much.
Of course. All right, well, I've got a boogie over here. So I'm going to head over here, y'all. Y'all want to follow me? Let's see what we can do. Because we are going to be talking to our next guest who wants to help moms get their little ducks in a row. So let's welcome Gipling's owner and author Amanda Gibson. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We love supporting small business and local business, and I think that this is so cool. We got to talk a little bit off camera, but for those who don't know about it, tell us a little bit about what you do, your product here, the Giplings.
So Gipling's whole goal is to support mothers and their children. So our main product is our ducklings. They are a 3-in-1 bookmark. So we want to encourage reading, and it all started with our ducklings.
And you're saying duck links, like they link together, not ducklings, but they look like ducklings. How cute is that? All right, so they're bookmarks, but you said what did you say? How are they different?
So first, they're different in their shape. They're not your typical rectangular paper bookmark. They're in our signature duckling shape. And the great thing is not only can you mark your page, but you can link them together and you can trace them. So they're great for hand-eye coordination, fine motor skill development, all wrapped in one little duck link.
That's so cute. And then there's even a game?
Yes, so we created our Ducklings Anywhere game set.
So cute.
It comes in a hard shell case. It has a deck of cards, so it's essentially a color matching game.
Okay.
And your player takes their card, they have their color order, and they have to link their ducks together in the color order. And if you have two players, they kind of race, and it's just a fun game and encourages that, just bonding, friendly competition, and fine motor skill development again.
And talk about why that's so important.
So my oldest son, when he was younger, he did all the therapies, speech therapy, physical therapy, occupational therapy, and that hand-eye coordination, fine motor skill development was just so important. So I love the idea of taking something that's fun, but also being able to work on those skills and really fine-tune those just important developmental skills.
Yeah, it's cool when there's a game or a toy where they can also learn along the way. So it's like a dual purpose there. And then you have a children's book. I mean, it just keeps getting better, more and more and more, huh?
Yes, so we just released our first children's book.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's called All My Ducks in a Row, and it is dedicated to mothers. And that's Gipling's whole goal, is to support mothers. And it's about a mama duck who thinks she has all her ducks in a row, but like our subtitle, a picture book about when life doesn't go as planned, something doesn't go right, but in the end, it all works out. And that's our message to mothers, is that even though things don't go as planned, it will all work out in the end.
Right, and it's probably good for the kids to know that too, right? At an early age, because we can kind of have those tantrums or those moments and say, no, this is normal. Sometimes we're going to have these hiccups in life. So what ultimately inspired you to create all of these products?
So I am a mom of 5 and also a homeschool mom. So,
oh, wow.
Yes.
Bless you.
And I was a stay-at-home mom for 8 years before we started Giplings. And so my whole goal is really to support mothers, because sometimes it does feel like a thankless job. And so Gipling's whole goal is just to create resources and things to support moms and their children, including this book. And honestly, one of my favorite parts of this book is at the very end, there's a page called Kind Gestures for Mama. And it just gives a list of suggestions for something simple and free that your kids can do to brighten your day.
I think think that's wonderful. All right, so I know you have an event coming up, and then where can we find your products as well?
Yes, so all of our products are available on giplings.com. You can also find our Ducklings 3-in-1 bookmarks at all Toytopia store locations in Northeast Florida. And our paperback copy of our book is available on barnesandnoble.com. And then this Saturday, we will be at the Stand Out, a celebration for autism acceptance, hosted by Growing Together Behavioral Center, this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So please come and see us, and the location details will be on our Instagram, on our event tab.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and showing us all your products, and congratulations on the success and for what you're doing for people. I know this is definitely going to help, so thank you again.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. All right, well, it is now time for Jack's Jams with Catherine Kincaid. Take it away.
Sometimes I feel so afraid that I can't breathe. I get a pit in my stomach thinking about the things I can't see. Will I succeed? Will my family stay healthy and happy at home? Can I be a good wife, daughter, and friend to those alone? And when the weight of the world feels like it's too much to bear, I hear God's voice in the chaos say, daughter, remember I'm there. Have faith, not fear. Since I rose up from the grave, you can accomplish anything with faith, not fear. There's no need for you to doubt. Stand up and shout, have faith. I know nobody is perfect, so why do I try to be? Why do I feel like the things I want are just out of reach? And when the fear of failure starts to eat me up inside, I feel God's hand on my shoulder when He says, I'm on your side. Have faith, not fear. Since I rose up from the grave, you can accomplish anything with faith, not fear. There's no need for you to doubt. Stand up and shout, have faith. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Have faith, not fear. Since I rose up from the grave, you can accomplish anything with faith, not fear. There's no need for you to doubt. Stand up and shout out faith. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Have faith, not fear. Sometimes I feel so afraid, but I just breathe.
Oh my gosh, I had chills. I was just talking to your mom off camera. I had chills all over my body. Your voice is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
It needs to be like in a Disney movie. That was like what I was picturing, or just like on a stage, obviously. I'm sure you've done some stuff on stages. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your musical journey.
So I grew up in Jacksonville. I'm a true Florida girl.
Love it.
I started songwriting and playing guitar when I was around 9.
Aw.
And that's for country music star dreams.
Okay.
So I produced an album in high school, of 11 country songs.
Oh my
and
gosh.
then I went to FSU to study classical voice and fell in love with opera.
Wow. Okay, that's where that power
yes,
comes
I get
from.
a lot of power from my opera training. So I went and got my master in music and opera and started working as a professional opera singer around the country.
Holy cow.
But then while I was at the Nashville Opera as a resident artist, I plugged back into the songwriting scene.
Okay.
So I got to wear both musical hats, and it was amazing. Opera during the day, songwriting at night.
Very cool.
And then that's when I really started to focus on the Christian and worship songwriting.
Okay, and that song was called Mary?
This is Faith Not Fear.
Oh, that was Faith Not
Yes,
Fear. So
my
tell us
new
about that
song.
one.
Yes, the Faith Not Fear. So that was a song I wrote a few years ago. And what I love is when I'm in Nashville and I'm playing songwriting rounds, I'll sing songs about Jesus.
Yeah.
But people always come up to me and tell me how they really needed to hear the message of my song.
Yeah.
So
beautiful.
I was singing at the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, and I sang Faith Not Fear. And this woman came up to me and she said, I have a surgery tomorrow that I'm terrified of.
Oh, and you made her feel good
Yeah,
about
she
it.
said your song comforted me and inspired me,
That's
so I can get through that
amazing.
surgery tomorrow. So you never know who you're going to touch at
That's
a
true.
dive bar or on an opera stage or at church.
Amazing. And then tell us
yeah.
about Mary, your new song.
Yes, so my new song, Mary, was released this Friday. It's an Easter song based on the scripture John 20 in the Bible.
Okay.
So it's Easter morning, and Mary arrives in the garden looking for Jesus' body, and she discovers an empty tomb. And Jesus is standing before her, and she doesn't recognize him until he says her name, Mary.
Right.
And so it just serves as a reminder that when Jesus was up on the cross, he thought of each and every one of us by name.
Oh, wow.
And so we've got this personal and loving Savior, and I just want that song to provide a new perspective this Easter season.
Yeah, I hope that you
Yeah.
had a wonderful Easter.
Yeah, I
So if
did.
folks want to follow along on your musical career, how can they do that?
Yes, so my website is KatherineKincaid.com. All of my music is available for streaming on Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, anywhere you stream music. My performance schedule, I perform quite a bit around town.
Okay,
It's also
great.
on my website, KatherineKincaid.com. And I also sing at Chet's Creek on Sunday mornings. So if you're looking to worship with me on Sunday mornings, that's where I'll be.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to hear one more song we're going to hear Mary a little bit later, so thank you so much for that. But still to come, everyone's going to be meeting Veda soon. She is looking for her forever home, and happy-go-lucky of love and a playful spirit. And we had some rain popping up across the First Coast, but will we see even more today, or what about the rest of the week? We'll find out later in Rain or Shine. Stick around, we'll be right back.
What was that? Oops. My bad.
You wouldn't have a clown on your SWAT team. Just like you wouldn't have anyone but Morgan & Morgan handle your injury case. With over $30 billion recovered for our clients, there's a reason to go big.
We'll get him next time.
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
If you have a crack like this, well, you have a problem. Today I'm learning how a cracked wall might mean your foundation is sinking.
It always points towards the area where it's sinking. For example, this corner here, we're down almost a full inch of drop.
Right, so that's going down and that's causing the crack.
Correct. And then this door, they don't even use that door anymore. It cannot open.
Schedule a free inspection with Alpha Foundations, a groundworks company. And tell them Mike sent you.
Relaxation doesn't have to be so boring. Come on, Florida. These game titles can't play themselves. Play anywhere in the state, only on Hard Rock Bet.
Introducing Games, powered by Pass Motor Racing. Play for real money 24/7 for non-stop thrills. Now live in Florida. New game titles added every month.
Your next big win could be just a tap away. Hard Rock Bet, roll with us.
Win money your first 24 hours or get a Games bonus back, up to $100.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports, to me it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good Feet, good life.
That is the Protector.
This truck is a beast.
The Protector's breathtaking. Rain, sleet, or snow, the Protector's ready to go.
We can take this thing anywhere. It is our mobile weather laboratory.
I'm very grateful that the Protector has such advanced technology.
Giving us some extra tools to put that most accurate forecast together. You and your family are going to be protected and be safe.
Making sure that you can see what's happening on the ground.
Sponsored by Hanania Automotive Group.
Whether it's a mopped floor, a spilled drink, or even a few drops of rain, a slippery situation at a store or business can cause a dangerous slip and fall. If you've suffered injuries in a slip and fall, call Farah and Farah. Our team of investigators will examine the facts to determine if the business was negligent. When it comes to slip and fall cases, the burden of proof is on the injury victim, so contact us right away. When you fall hard, we fight harder. Farah and Farah.
Welcome back. It is now time for Homes for Paws with Jax Humane, and we have Brianna here with Veda. So great to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course. Tell us about Veda.
Yeah, so Veda's 4 years old. She is such a cuddle bug. She was chilling with me on the couch back there. She loves going out on adventures, very adventurous. And then once she's done with her adventures walking around, she'll just cuddle up with you and love on you all you want.
Oh my gosh. Do you know about other animals or people yet, or kids, or, you know, if she's good with that?
Yeah, she's actually lived with a family before. She does really well with kids.
Come here, baby. She wants to play with those ducklings.
She does. She sees people over there.
Come here.
She's very, as you can tell, she's very people oriented.
Hi.
She sees everyone walking around and she just wants to go up to them.
Oh, she's so sweet, so gentle, and hasn't been barking or anything. All right, so Mutt March, we've been talking about it for a while. It's finally almost here.
We are very excited for Mutt March. It's one of our biggest fundraisers. Come here, Veda.
Come here, Veda.
It's one of our biggest fundraisers. You know, in addition to the walk this year, we'll have 2 new contests with David emceeing them, actually.
That's wonderful.
It'll be a Pup Cup eating contest, and then we'll be having a Mutt's Got Talent contest.
No way.
Yeah, so we're inviting everyone to come out. The registration is $40.
Okay.
And pre-registration closes this Friday, but it's okay if they don't get to pre-register because they can register on site.
Oh, wonderful. Now, in terms of these contests, that's for the public to come out and be part of?
Registrants, yeah, public
yeah.
community.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, so anyone can come out and do that. They bring their own pet, I imagine, if it's like a pooch contest, right? Is it just dogs then? Because Mutt March, or will there be cats available?
We'll have dogs there. I'm not too sure about cats, but I can definitely, you know, hop online and answer any questions anyone may have.
Awesome.
Also, we have more information at jaxhumane.org.
That's right.
/MuttMarch.
Okay, and then tell us about the Clear the Cages in partnership with ACPS and North Shore Animal League.
Yeah, so ACPS, it's their event. We're going to be bringing some dogs along, and we're going to have a bunch of animals out there, and they're going to waive adoption fees. I'm hearing they're going to have some food trucks and all that, and it's going to be a lot of fun at ACPS's location.
Okay, and when was that one again?
April 11th, Saturday.
April 11th. Yeah. Okay, so they're both happening on the same day?
So March is April 12th.
Oh, that's the 12th.
And then,
okay, gotcha. So do the one on the 11th first. They'll waive the adoption fees, and then go and maybe bring your new baby to Mutt March.
Yeah, exactly. It's
I love that
perfect
idea.
opportunity to bring your dogs out, socialize them, and everything.
Oh, look, she sees everybody in the background. She wants to play. Chloe, you want to come on in? You want to come on in? Come play with this baby. We got about 1 minute left. She was whining. She wanted to see you so bad. Go get her.
I'm telling you,
Go get her. Oh my goodness. She's not even jumping or anything. What a sweet baby.
She just wants to love everyone. That's why I think she'll do great with any family, any person looking for a new companion and stuff. She is absolutely the biggest love bug ever.
You are so sweet. And not even a big licker either.
Yeah. She'll give you like a slight smooch. Come here, baby.
Yeah, that's sweet. Well, I have 2 dogs, and one of them will not like kiss you at all, and the other one's like, it's like, so this is like a happy medium right in the middle, maybe 1 or 2 little kisses, and that's about it.
Yes.
Oh, and that's the spot right there.
Yep, there we go.
Well, thank you so much. Make sure you check out Jax Humane or go to jaxhumane.org for more information on everything, and we'll be right back. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Baby.
Oh.
For over 40 years, ProCraft Cabinetry has been the builder's choice for multifamily cabinet solutions. From apartments to condos and large-scale housing developments, our durable cabinets are designed to handle the demands of your projects and are backed by a 5-year warranty. We offer competitive bids, volume discounts, and over 120,000 square feet of in-stock inventory ready for immediate delivery or same-day pickup. Partner with the team that understands your project timelines and keeps things moving. Visit jacks.procraftcabinetry.com or stop by today.
We're the Morgan Boys. Growing up, we watched our parents fight for people who had no one else.
Now, all 3 of us work at the firm and get to do it too.
Our firm helped recover over $30 billion for families across America. We don't just see clients, we see neighbors, parents, friends, and families.
Dad always said, nobody is a nobody.
And everybody needs a somebody. Let us be your somebody.
Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
We're whipping up delicious recipes you can make at home.
And I can't wait.
Bon appetit.
We're living a high life.
Living in the kitchen.
Fridays on First Coast Living.
It's about time.
I had a true partner in my health, that my aches and pains aren't dismissed.
That my health needs aren't treated the same way
as mine.
With Conviva Care Center, it's about time.
Actually, 50% more time with my doctor.
to get the answers I need.
Conviva's been taking care of seniors for more than 50 years.
Finally, I have a team of experts
taking a proactive approach
to help me be my healthiest.
At Conviva, our time is spent making sure you make the most of yours. Schedule a tour today.
Pack your year with awe and awesome at SeaWorld. Take a thrilling all-new adventure on Expedition Odyssey Fire and Ice. Then enjoy over 200 flavors and concerts during the Seven Seas Food Festival. Save up to 45% on tickets, fun cards, and passes. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Spring into savings with West Shore Home. There's never been a better time to upgrade your bathroom, and right now the savings add up quick. For a limited time, we're doing free installation on all bathroom remodels, so you can transform your space with some huge savings. And if you call now, we can get you started with no money down, and you can lock in 18 months of no interest financing. That's a year and a half interest free. This offer is extended this week only. The more you do, the more you save, making it the perfect time to start multiple projects in your home. Just give us a call. We can have someone out as early as tomorrow, and make sure you ask about our volume discounts. At West Shore Home, we make home remodeling easy with a fast professional process and highly trained employee installers you can trust. Just give us a call, scan the QR code on your screen, or visit westshorepbath.com to get started today and lock in free installation plus 18 months of no interest financing. Don't miss out. West Shore Home, remodeling reimagined.
On Traffic Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with First Coast News and the First Coast News Plus app. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Stream extended traffic coverage on First Coast News and First Coast News Plus.
The way to screw up your case is to have a lawyer who doesn't sincerely care about you. Because a lawyer who cares is going to do everything he can to make sure that you get everything you're entitled to. It doesn't get more fairer than that.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Welcome back. It is now time for Rain or Shine with meteorologist Mike Prangley.
Yes.
And Mike, I mean, you said it, and it happened.
Well, it's a 3-day nor'easter. Yeah, I'm just a messenger, though. But this is why we're going through all this, right? We need some help with our rainfall.
We do need this, yes.
I mean, we haven't seen anything like this since 2012.
Wait, really? It's been that long?
It's been that long.
It's that bad.
So it's that bad.
So yeah, my husband, Rob, you know my husband, he was saying the same thing about like our grass. It's like, we need this rain.
We need to green things up,
Right.
for sure. So if you had a water bottle right now, you know we like to hydrate. You
Yes.
would need 71, we'd pour that water bottle per square foot. We need 71 or 2 cases of water to catch up. So think about that.
That's bad, yeah.
Yeah, so
very dry too for fire weather.
That's right.
Yeah,
So even though we
keep
got
that
a
in mind.
little break in the fire weather for the next couple days,
Okay,
probably
good.
increasing this weekend.
Ugh.
So we take a look at the rainfall. There you go. We got a jackpot winner, Palm Coast, up over an inch and a half. Most of us about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch, and more
Okay.
jackpot winners. Congratulations, you won a free trip to a green lawn.
There you go.
6 tenths of an inch of rain. St. John's, Nocte, Ponte Vedra at 8 tenths, and there's World Golf Village over an
Okay.
inch. So weather impact alert. We said this is day 2 of 3 of the nor'easter. That does include wind and rain. So it's even windier today as the the squeeze plays on, and then look at those wind gusts of 45 miles per hour. So be careful driving on area bridges.
Yes.
And then notice the dangerous surf still there as expected, and there's some of those showers that are coming in, that onshore flow. So nor'easter, northeast wind pushes the rain to the west, so opposite of what we normally see. And as we look at the wind, there's some of those wind gusts here. But you know, Jordan, I always keep things on the bright side.
Yes,
you ready for some sunshine?
Let's do it.
All right, hey, we go into the 10-day forecast, and I see plenty of sunshine, but I think it's going to be a slow transition day tomorrow. More clouds, a leftover shower, still windy. It's Friday that you're going to love, so I say take the show outside. Temperatures back in the mid-70s and near 80 this weekend. That includes April showers, the 10K this weekend. Faith, hope, and the big finish.
Oh, well, thank you so much for that, Mike. Yeah, this going forward looks amazing, but like you said, we do need the rain, so we'll take it for now.
We'll be okay.
Well, once again, we'd like to introduce Catherine Kincaid and Jack's Jam.
I'm standing outside an empty tomb. I watch my tear fall on the cold hard rock. We heard you breathe your last breath far too soon. I can still see you there upon that cross. They ask me why I'm crying. I say they took my Lord away. I hear a voice behind me. I beg him, tell me where he lives. And I hear him say, and I can't help but fall at his feet. Mary, he said my name, my Lord's alive and free. I turn and cry out, Rabboni, and reach to touch the scars from the nails in his hands. He says, wait, do not hold on to me, for I have not gone up to the Father yet. Instead, go tell my brothers the good news and what you heard. You could not believe your eyes, but you knew me with just one word, with just this word. And I can't help but fall at his feet. Mary, he said my name, my Lord's alive and free. I ran to the disciples, shouting, I've seen the Lord. They looked a little frightened. If only they could hear what I heard. Mary, and I can't help but fall at his feet. Mary, he said my name, my Lord's alive and free. He said my name, my lords, come back for me.
Absolutely beautiful. Once again, full body chills. And I mean, it even like brings up emotions. Wow. Absolutely stunning voice. Again, tell people where they can find your music and follow along.
Yes, KatherineKincaid.com. Also follow me on Spotify. I have a profile, Katherine Kincaid, and anywhere else you listen to music.
All right. Well, just keep us posted on all your songwriting and what you've got going on. And again, she also performs around the First Coast, so make sure you follow her so you can see where.
Great. Thank you
again.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. And we'll be right back.
Well, Bathfitter, where I used to live, had some neighbors, and they had some Bathfitter vans in the driveway, and so I kind of looked it up and saw what they were. And it's a one-day shower install. I had a tub conversion, so they tore the old tub out, tore everything out, which leaves a fairly big space for a stand-up shower. Their installers are very meticulous, friendly. They respect your house, and it's so professional.
Get $1,000 off your shower or tub-to-shower conversion, plus get a free shower door.
If you're looking for a used vehicle, then come out to Keith Pearson Toyota. Whether you need a truck, SUV, minivan, or car, we have a huge selection of used vehicles to choose from. And if you have a trade-in vehicle, it'll never be worth more than it is today. Keith Pearson Toyota is the dealership you can trust.
We don't just stand behind our used cars, we put a lifetime warranty on them. Where?
Only at Keith Pearson Toyota, Jacksonville Hometown Superstore.
Where you're number one.
The old me was stuck in the daily grind. My routine didn't allow for any self-expression. I found clay, and that changed everything. I realized my calling was to give others the space to be creative, to build something. And that's how Clayton was born. Having a Chase Ink card has allowed us to grow and bring people together. There's a creative side in all of us. That's what I hope people come here to find.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Ink Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
When red lights flash and school bus stop signs swing out, you have to stop. Full stop.
Too many drivers get impatient, tailgating, swerving around buses, and even passing while kids are crossing.
Some drivers are texting, some just in a hurry. But one reckless decision can cost lives. Respect the stop.
Protect the students of Jax.
Sponsored by Farah and Farah.
Welcome back. It is now time for Watch Party Wednesday with director and comedian Leroy Aaron. And Leroy, I think this is fantastic because you've actually had some days off.
I know.
And you didn't want to miss today, so you came in, you brought your son.
Hey, I got my son.
Yeah.
You know, we've been watching stuff all week. We've been in the museums.
Relaxing.
Went to the Ritz Museum in
Did
theater.
you? Wonderful.
Had a great educational time. Went right back home, watched it.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so what do you have for us this week?
All right, first off, we started in Disney Plus with the documentary Secrets of the Bees.
Ooh.
National Geographic explorer Bertie Gregory explores the extraordinary lives of bees. Over 3 years, special cameras opened a rare window into the single hive, revealing its hidden world. With more than 20,000 bee species pollinating 1/3 of the world's food, this series uncovers their astonishing architecture, intelligence, and unlocking their secrets.
Wow.
Okay, so first of all, this documentary is amazing. because I never knew so much went into making honey and collecting honey and basically surviving.
Right.
Secrets of the Bees was pretty cool. My favorite one were these type of bees in Japan, how they defend their hive against the wasps.
Oh, yeah, they fight the wasps.
They do, and it is amazing.
And you would think a wasp would like win because they just seem meaner.
No.
But
They use teamwork, communication, and a lot of heat.
That's so interesting. And bees are so important for our ecosystem.
Oh, of course, because
so I want to watch this.
When they collect the pollen, then they spread and pollinate all the fruits and vegetables. So, you know, without bees, we go hungry.
That's right.
So
I'm gonna watch this.
I encourage everybody to check out Secrets of the Bees on Disney+.
All right, I can't wait.
All right. From something education to something horrifying.
Oh, gosh.
We head over to Netflix with a horror fiction series, Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen, starring Camilla Morrone and Adam DeMarco. A bride has a feeling that something horrifying will happen at her wedding, and the closer to the altar she gets, the worse it becomes. I really, really enjoyed it, even though I was very scared and on my edge.
Was it actually scary?
It was very scary. The ending though is unbelievable.
Okay.
It'll blow your mind.
I did see this on there. I saved it to my queue.
Please, yeah,
so
check it out. Check it out. And again, it just while you watch it, it just makes you think about deciding about who you married, who you're going to marry.
Okay, and maybe their families.
Right, their families.
Okay.
It makes you think a lot about your soulmate and that sort of thing. But when they say it's a horror series, they weren't playing.
Okay, so maybe not for kids.
No, absolutely not for kids. I turned it on and had to send my son out the room. I was like, you can't watch this. You can watch the bees, but you can't watch this.
Right.
So again, Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen is on Netflix.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it.
Check it out, please. All right, next over, we head over to HBO Max with the panel show, Have I Got News for You, based on the British show of the same name. This is hosted by comedian Roy Wood Jr. and team captains Amber Ruffin and Michael Ian Black as they serve up a smart take on the news of the week.
Ah, okay.
Again, I work in news, so I get to watch the news every day, and I get the serious side of news.
Yeah.
But then, being a comedian, you can't help but to think of the funny aspects of the news.
The satire.
Exactly. So you can go to this show, Have I Got News for You, and they pull out the funny side of it, and you get to kind of keep up with what's going on.
Right, without it sounding depressing.
Exactly, you know. Exactly. So, and again, they have different guests every week.
Okay, cool.
But Roy Wood Jr. and Michael Ian Black and Amber Ruffin are it's hilarious.
Okay,
it's
good.
Very funny. So please.
I haven't heard of this one. So
oh yeah, it's on HBO Max. It's on CNN originally, but they replay it. They put it on HBO Max, and that's why I catch it all.
Okay.
Because I don't really watch CNN.
Yeah.
So again, Have I Got News for You is on HBO Max. Please check it out. I think you'll really enjoy it. All right, finally, we head over to Amazon Prime with the crime thriller, Crime 101, starring my wife, Halle Berry.
I love that.
Chris Hemsworth and Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, okay, so we both have our spouses there
Of course. It's set against the sun-bleached grid of Los Angeles. Crime 101 weaves the tale of an elusive jewel thief whose string of heists along the 101 freeway have mystified police. When he eyes the score of a lifetime, his path crosses that of disillusioned insurance broker who is facing her own crossroads. Convinced he has found a pattern, a relentless detective is closing in and raising the stakes even higher. I love a good heist movie.
Yeah.
You know, in another life, I might have been a jewel thief.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's why I'm so drawn to these movies. But
right.
This is no different. Chris Hemsworth does a good job. I've had a problem differentiating him from Thor.
Right.
In a lot of his movies, but
the silliness that he can bring.
Right, exactly. But this one, he is pretty good.
Okay.
Mark Ruffalo is Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, he's great.
He never disappoints. And then Halle Berry, again, my wife. She does such a good job.
I bet you're so proud of her.
I'm so proud of her. You know, we work hard on these. Yes. We go through scripts, and I help her choose movies and things. Please don't sue me because that's not true. But in my mind, that's what happens. But again,
I love it.
Crime 101 is unbelievable. Please check it out, and it's on Amazon Prime.
Perfect. And then you've got some cool news for us.
And once you go through all these movies and you want to get out of the house on a Friday night, we're having a comedy showcase at Third Space Improv. Wendy Gillis will be hosting. My homie Javier, myself, Jack Putnam, Helen of Joy, and Don Pablo. Please come on out this Friday night, April 10th. It is promising to be a good time. We got comedy of all kinds. Please.
Can they buy tickets there? Or do
You can buy tickets online.
Okay.
And you can buy tickets at the door.
Okay,
so
awesome.
Please look up Third Space Improv on Instagram, Facebook. They have a website. Check it out. Please come out. I promise you it'll be a good time. Plenty of laughs.
Awesome.
That's all I got, man.
Well, I hope you have the best time, and thank you for the wonderful recommendations.
No problem. It was my pleasure.
And we'll be right back.
Password 1, 2, 3, 4.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
If you're thinking about retirement, you might be asking yourself a lot of questions. Have I saved enough? What about taxes, inflation, healthcare? Well, Bob Horn of New Venture Financial Group has the strategies that you need to help plan for your retirement. Don't miss Retirement Perspectives with Bob Horn.
That must be our new 500 times the cash scratch off. What a massive multiplier.
It's like I always say, go big or go bigger.
Times the cash scratch-offs from the Florida Lottery. It's good fun.
I'm Dan Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Every year, more and more people call us in their time of need. Why? It's simple. Our reputation and our results. Over $30 billion recovered for our clients. That's not just a number, that's families protected, jobs saved, and justice delivered. We became America's largest injury law firm for a reason. We've won a lot. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Michael's Rug Studio, we have the best selection of contemporary, traditional, and transitional rugs in all sizes. You'll be able to see firsthand how a new rug can transform and elevate the look of your home. We'll help you through the process of finding the right size, shape, design, and color of rug that fits your unique style in either your home or office. Come to Michael's Rug Studio to see all we have to offer.
I'm proud to live in a city that sticks together on and off the field. That's what Butler Toyota is all about. We're stuck on our customers in the best way. Butler Toyota, stuck on you.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Many people experienced remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Tremfya now offers self-administration from the start. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Password 1, 2, 3, 4.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
What's up, foodies? I am so excited to bring you this little episode here. I have super duper chef and super duper friend of the show, Tom Gray here. We are at Electric Dough Pizza Company. You've seen it on the show probably before. Now we're here to try it out ourselves. Tom, thank you so much for having me here.
You're welcome.
This is amazing.
Thank you for coming to my home. I always go to your studio.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're here at your place. Look, man, you're my favorite chef in town. We've been to the other restaurants. We've been dying to get here. So before we get into this amazing food, tell us a little bit about Electric Dough.
So Electric Dough is right in San Marco. It is a pizza, salad, gelato, full bar cocktail concept restaurant that was developed really around this crust. The crust is a Roman-style dough, really light and airy, but the edge has this caramelized cheese like a Detroit-style pizza.
Right. Like we talked about Old World meets New World.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Old World meets New World. And all the ingredients are focused on better for you also. So lots of local mushrooms, local tomatoes, lots of fresh herbs. We look for as many clean ingredients as possible. We use an all organic drink program, including organic sodas, juices. It's all organic. You can feel good about what you're eating. You feel good. The pizza's not heavy.
Right.
It's a 30-hour fermentation.
That's crazy.
And that cold fermentation lets the dough, the proteins of the gluten fully form. So then your body digests it better and you feel better when you eat it.
So we're slapping science on it too.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Let's jump into pizza. Let's have some food because I'm telling you, I cannot sit here and look at this.
Okay, dive in.
What should I start out with?
The Duval, that's
right,
pimento cheese, barbecue chicken,
What?
pickled jalapenos, pickled onions, yellow pepper sauce.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you can see those bubbles in the crust. Like that is from that long fermentation. We get a nice light, airy crust, crispy edges.
You know, so my wife Lena and I were here a couple of weeks ago, and she said it. She was like, "It's what pan pizza wants to be."
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Like truly, and it is so good. I'm telling you, and you know it's good because I'm hitting it twice before we move on.
The edges, people fight over the corners because you get the two edges of the crispy caramelized cheese.
All right, listen, I don't blame them. All right, what's next?
Next, you can go into the Mighty Quinn. So that's a medium-sized pizza. This is a large-sized pizza. So this is the Mighty Quinn. That's the cacio e pepe base. So that's a tomato base. Local mushrooms have been roasted. Oh, yeah, look at that size. That's a beautiful view. You get local mushrooms. We make a puree. We put that down on the sauce and we roast those mushrooms. We put those on top of that. Then we add a little bit of fontina cheese. We top that with some arugula. Mist it lightly with lemon juice to brighten it up. And then on top we have a porcini truffle aioli.
You've taken me out of my comfort zone and put me right into a new one because I'm gonna tell you, I'm a purist, man. Like, I typically like the red sauce on pizzas, right? Good Lord, that's good.
Thank you.
Man, that's delicious. Okay, so, let's keep going.
Okay, so then we also have a gluten-free. So, when we set out to do this concept, I knew we needed a gluten-free answer. So
absolutely,
a lot of effort went into finding that answer. This is a small family out of Orlando that makes these crusts. They're called Elaine's Creations.
Okay.
It is actually a Brazilian cheese bread. So it's very flavorful. It's gluten-free, but it's not dairy-free.
Okay.
So, but everything else is
So we're gluten but not vegan.
Correct. And then this pizza specifically, another thing that we focused on was making sure that crust could not fit in any of the same pans that these pizzas cook in, so you can't cross-contaminate. Okay, salads. We have four salads.
Let's get healthy.
So we have our Caesar salad. We have our Cobb salad. Cobb salads with ranch, smoked blue cheese, ham, egg, cheddar, some fresh herbs. We have our Mediterranean salad.
Ooh, that's a beautiful salad. Look, everything that you do, chef, has a purpose, right?
Yes.
Like it's so intentional. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna eat a lot of these and we're gonna take these back, so don't worry, none of this will go to waste. But before I let you go, tell us about things like happy hour, like the hours up, and one thing I really do want to press on is lunch. Lunch here is next level.
Yeah, so we have a great lunch special. So it's a slice with Caesar salad and an organic drink for $12.50.
Continue on.
Okay, so let's see. So happiest, we call it the happiest hours.
It is.
They start at 3:14 and run until 6, and it includes gelato, cocktails, organic beverages, organic slushies. So basically we're trying to make it the happiest hour so we take care of the kids and the parents. You can all come together and have a good time. And then Friday and Saturday night, we do another happy hour from 10 p.m. till midnight. The happiest hours are every day, 3:14 to 6 p.m.
Why 3:14?
Pie. We have a gelato case, so gelato is so fun. I mean, I was saying like that's why we make this pizza so light and airy. It's got all those bubbles. It leaves room to have gelato.
Yeah.
It fills in all the cracks.
There's always room for gelato.
There's always room for gelato. We have amazing coffee drinks with Italian Lavazza coffee. We have nitro cold brew espressos, cappuccino. You can get an affogato. You can get the gelato and a shot of espresso on top for an affogato. We have a small retail case with some of our homemade pastas and sauces. It's very dynamic, and a full bar. We have specials on Monday. That's family day, so Monday you bring the kids in, they eat for free with an adult. Tuesday is pizza and a pour, so you order a pizza and you get a complimentary beer or glass of wine.
Dude,
Yeah.
It's like my man was like, hey, what's David's favorite pizza place gonna look like? And here it is. Chef Tom, thank you so very much,
Thank you
man.
for coming out and seeing me.
You're my favorite chef in town. You've become a very good friend of mine. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Make sure that you get out here. Make sure that you enjoy that lunch special. It's $12.99. $12.50. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh, see, this one's even better. So, all right. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoy. Make sure you come out to Electric Dough Pizza Company. If you want to see this segment again or others like it, just head over to First Coast News Plus.
There are a lot of good lawyers out there, but the real question is, are they good enough to treat you with dignity and respect? Are they good enough for you? We do things in a timeless, classic way that our clients really appreciate. It doesn't get more fairer than that.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
I love bling, I love to shine. They were plain when I bought these glasses. I had to bling them up. My name is Alma, and I've been with Conviva about 20 years. I can put a rhinestone on anything. Well, I don't feel like a senior, but I know I'm getting to be a senior. And I'm proud that Conviva caters to us seniors because the people there make you feel like they care about you. They make me feel good about my whole well-being. They don't just look at me as a patient. The doctor that I have now, I've been with her from the very first day I came in this building. It's like she's a family member to me now. She never rushed me. She's always asked me before she leaves, is there anything else? Conviva gets me. I love to create. I love to sew. When I walk in, they see my sparkle. I love it.
Choose a senior-focused doctor who makes you feel heard, not hurried. Schedule a tour today. Conviva Senior Primary Care.
For over 40 years, ProCraft Cabinetry has been the builder's choice for multifamily cabinet solutions. From apartments to condos and large-scale housing developments, our durable cabinets are designed to handle the demands of your projects. Visit jax.procraftcabinetry.com.
I'm Brad. No, I'm Brad. No, you're Justin. Is the thought of selling your property this confusing? We're Prime Buyers and twin brothers, making it easy to sell your house for cash. We've dealt with every situation: rundown rentals, serious repairs, foreclosure, divorce, family disputes. You don't need to fix a thing. So before you call a realtor, save the commission and let's talk. I think we may be the right property buyer for you. Call Prime Buyers at 904-267-0000.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears.
That's going to do it for us. But remember, if you missed any of our segments today, you can watch First Coast Living again at 2 p.m. on First Coast News Plus. Just download the app onto your TV. And we want to give a shout out to Mike Pringley's wife, Julie, because she, and you already finished it, Leroy.
I'm done.
And your son, Quinn, he's like, I don't usually like chicken salad, but he loves this one. And Julie, I've had a few bites. It is so good.